is Nissy Nassif, the CEO of the charity Wiping Tears, hello, and also a jury member of the AIM Business Awards, which will be presented at Oz Arab Media's first annual gala to be held on the 19th of May. Without further ado, Nissy Nassif, thank you for joining us. How are you today?
Thank you for having me. Finally, we got each other at a perfect time. It's midday, and yeah,
Now,
I'm all yours now for the next 30 minutes.
I'm looking forward to it. First off, just tell us a little bit about your background. Tell us about Nissy Nassif.
Okay, so I'm 35 years of age to start with. I was born in Sydney, raised in Beirut, Lebanon, and then came back to Sydney when I graduated from high school in Lebanon. So I'm French educated. And then I did first year university at Macquarie University studying psychology. And then I changed my mind because I always wanted to be an actress and into performing arts. So I then studied performing arts for 4 years at the Actors College of Theatre and Television. Yeah, that's my educational background. And from then, I started a charity called the Wiping Tears Charitable Foundation, which made me a philanthropist. I'm also a socialite. I've used my talent and my artistic background to mentor beauty pageant contestants. I've also been on judging panels for beauty contestants maybe 4 to 5 times. I've also, what else have I done in the community? Help me out. So from the philanthropy to the social work to the beauty pageantry to the mentoring to the judging, and I'm also a mom. I can't forget about that. That takes most of my time. I've got 3 kids. My daughter's 9. I've got 2 boys aged 7 and 4. And this is how I spend most of my time, really, just looking after them with the obligations from school to activities and the rest of it. Yeah.
That is an incredible resume you have. If this was a job interview, I'd hire you on the spot.
Yeah, it's full on. My life's full on. I'm always juggling just to make
Yeah.
things happen. But yeah, it works at the end of the day.
Is there a secret you have to balancing all of it?
Look, I think dedicating is number 1 rule,
Yeah.
and finding the right people for support. And
Right.
when you need the support and the help, just ask for it. It's simple. We all do at times, and that's okay too.
That's a very positive outlook you have on life.
And you know what? Sometimes we make it, sometimes we don't make it, sometimes we succeed, sometimes we fail, and that's okay too. Just accept the journey and do what you can, and ask for the help and support when you need it.
I agree. That's very inspirational. As I mentioned in the intro, you are the CEO of Wiping Tears. Can you
Correct.
tell us a bit about the charity and how people can get more involved in it?
Okay, so what Wiping Tears does is the following. We are specialized in helping families in need, more specifically in the Australian community, where the need is caused by a health deficiency in the family. So this is our main focus. And the reason why we're a bit different and because we work with families on a personal level. So I personally visit the families, I assess their stories, I write a biography, I assess the situation and what do they actually need and how far we can go to help them and what we can do specifically to help a specific situation that is happening. So we do give financial support, but we don't put families on programs or anything like that. It's just immediate support. It's a bit of a band-aid to solve a certain problem or a certain situation that's happening within the family. Yeah.
If you give financial support, I'd assume that perhaps you're government funded, or where would you
No,
get
well,
funding?
what I usually do, I haven't done it for a few years now. Sorry.
No, you're right. Nissy, are you still with us? Oh. Sorry for that, everyone. We've just run into some technical difficulties, and she has just rejoined us now. Hi, Nissy.
Hi, sorry, I'm not sure what happened. Can you see me clearly still and hear me?
I can, and I can hear you. Yeah, sorry about that.
So
We
we
were
were talking
discussing about
so usually I rely on gala
yes.
dinners, and that's before COVID.
Okay.
I do big gala dinners. I get the whole community to sponsor, whether via sponsorships, as in table to attend the events, or via product sponsorships, as in if they want to just give us an item or an auction item or anything to present on the night. Can be an act, it can be a performance, can be an item. That's considered to be a product sponsor. And we also rely a lot on sponsors who want to attend the event and purchase packages and tables to attend. That's my number one way of fundraising.
And how often do you hold these gala dinners?
Well, we've done 3 so far.
3.
Yeah.
As an all up, or is that a yearly occurrence?
We've been aiming to do it yearly. Now we've had a few obstacles, and that happens too, including COVID and other obstacles that occurred. I personally couldn't do it after the first event because I was pregnant with twins, and I had problems with my twin pregnancy, and I ended up losing one of the twins, unfortunately. So that's something I had to deal with, and we had to leave the gala dinner for the year after. Yeah, these things happen.
Okay. I'm really sorry to hear that, by the way.
That's okay.
What was the inspiration behind you finding Wiping Tears?
Whoa, so many things. That's why I'm really passionate about it. I love the charity so much because so many things inspired me. First of all, my artistic background as an actress, artistic. I love the arts. I love the stage. I love putting together events. I love everything to look perfect. This is part of my personality as a person. Second of all, I've personally went through
Nissy, have we still got you? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we've had technical issues again. We'll try to get that fixed as soon as possible and have Nissy join us. Yep, there she is again.
Sorry, I'm not sure what's going on, but I keep losing you. Can you hear me
It's
and
all
see
right.
me clearly again?
I can hear you. Yeah, sorry about that. It must be just some minor technical glitches. We were discussing the inspiration behind Wiping Tears.
Yeah, so number one was my artistic background. Number two, it's my personal experience in my maiden family. We had obstacles. I had obstacles growing up due to my own mother having to deal with mental issues and due to stress and anxiety. So that was really stressful, and we all had to deal with it as a group, really. Like my siblings, the whole family gets involved, and the wider community when it comes to stressful situations like this. So I understand what it's like to be to struggle, to be unhappy, to feel unsafe, to not understand the unknown, to need more clarification and guidance and help and support. So that's number two. Number three, at the time I had a friend called Jean d'Arc. She was a single mum, and she had breast cancer, and it was really hard to cure her cancer as well as look after her 3 children. So she also needed support from Senecare. And at the time, she inspired me a lot to go out there and help families in need when they need it. Yeah.
So that gives you a great deal of empathy in dealing with struggling families and being able to help them. Nissy, do we still have you? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to be experiencing technical glitches again. We should have Nissy back within a few seconds now. There she is.
Once more.
Okay. Sorry about that. You can hear properly now?
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, I was just saying that it gives you a great deal of empathy in dealing or in talking with struggling families. All right. As mentioned at the beginning as well, you are also a jury member on the AIM Business Awards, which will be presented at the Oz Arab Media Gala on the 19th of May. What encouraged you to accept this role?
Oh, this was really exciting. So first of all, because I've worked with the CEO of the AIM, which is who is Rami Wahbi, as he was hosting an event called Najm al-Nujum, which is similar to Arab Idol in the Sydney community, and I was the only female judge on the judging panel for Najm al-Nujum. And it was a great experience, and we had a great relationship. So when he called me regarding the business awards, I was really excited because it's targeting a new area for me. Like, I've never been on judging panels for anything in relation to local businesses. So that was, the thought of it was really exciting, and it's just a different area of concern for me. And I'm just really excited to meet and to explore a lot more about local businesses in Sydney, because I've only done beauty pageants before. I've done performing arts. I've done the singing with Najm al-Nujum, and this is just a new area for me. So I'm excited.
I might just have to correct you here because Remy is not actually the CEO of the AIM. He's the CEO of Oz Arab Media. So I believe it must have been a different gentleman who you were. He is helping AIM, but he isn't part of the organization, so he wouldn't be the CEO.
Okay. Thank you for correcting.
So, no, you're all right. So I'm assuming it must have been a different gentleman who you were just talking about now, but you would have, I imagine, interacted with Remy and his help with the AIM and built a friendship from there.
Yeah, Remy was one of the people I've interacted with in regards to my judging panels appearances in the past. Yeah, but more specifically, I've worked on beauty pageants, the pageant of the world, the Mrs. Universe Australia, all that kind of stuff. But that was one of my appearances, yeah. And
Okay.
apologies for the confusion.
No, it's all right, because I do know that he did call you on behalf of Oz Arab Media
Correct.
to
Correct.
help join with us in the jury. But no, it's all right. What are you looking for in the winner of the business awards? What attributes, I'll say, are you looking for in the
Okay,
business
so
that you're
considering
running?
there's 3 categories to the competition, there's the business of the year. So in terms of the business of the year, I'd be looking for the business that's the most attractive in terms of services, client services, and creativity. And I'd be looking for a business that's tastefully different.
Tastefully different. What?
Yeah, like something that a business that would give me as a client something extra.
That goes
Extra
above and
services,
beyond.
extra confidentiality, extra lux. You know what I mean? Because we need that in Sydney. We need to explore more in clientele and in services, from my perspective.
Okay. And was there anything
Like
else?
customer service.
Yeah, of course. Was there anything else you were looking for in
regards
businesses?
to the non-for-profit organizations, I'd be focusing on the cause to see. For me, it's considering I've got my own organization as well. Like, the cause is very important. I'd also be looking at the ways of the non-for-profit organizations' ways of donating and fundraising, as well as how many people has it helped and how is it contributing to humanity in general. And as for the entrepreneur of the year, I'd be looking at aspects such as charm, dedication, and the success story.
Okay. Would the for the businesses that obviously you won't be voting for, what piece of advice would you give them in regards to and how they can improve that they could become a business you would vote for?
Look, I've had a look at the finalists, the five
Yeah.
finalists in each category, but in saying that, I am relying a lot on the trailers. So I'd advise them to put a lot of work in these short videos and be honest about the journey and give it a lot of clarity.
Okay.
So we as judges understand the concept of the business, understand how sharp it is, the creativity behind it, the teamwork, the passion, all that kind of stuff. The magic, pretty much.
So essentially, businesses and people that take risks and think outside the box to achieve what you just
100%.
mentioned,
Yeah.
right?
Being
What would
tastefully different. That's what I always say.
what would you say makes a successful a multicultural business or organization successful?
Again, these
What
things:
you mentioned?
teamwork, customer service, creativity. You can tell when you look at a business, when you walk into the space, when you check the website, when you Google, you can tell how much work's been put into the business itself. I'd say just be different. Don't copy anyone. Don't do what everyone does. Every single one of us got the capacity to just create wonders. Just be different, have a lot of courage, and give the client the best customer service.
Was that the same frame of thought you had when you established Wiping Tears, or did you have someone
Yeah,
help
yeah,
you
yeah.
along the way?
I've gathered many aspects of my upbringing. Like, for instance, there was a TV show when we were growing up. It was on LBC Lebanon, and it was about during Christmas. The crew from LBC will take their videographers, will visit the families over Christmas, or just provide them with all these goods and food and give them an Christmas experience and film it and enjoy Christmas with this specific family in need. So that's where the filming the biographies about my own families that I'm helping came from, for instance. So you can gather ideas from things that you grew up with or stood out for you as a child or as an adult, but always like mold it, edit it, and make it your own, and then you'll be really passionate about it.
Is there a message you'd like to give to your fans and followers before we wrap up this interview?
Well, this is what I'd like to say to them. Life is a journey, and sometimes it's wonderful, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's crazy, and then life just takes you on multiple journeys. Sometimes you've got it all, sometimes you've got nothing, and that's okay too. The only thing you can't lose is your sanity, because the moment you lose your sanity and your mental health, you lose everything. Health is wealth. You can lose your money, money comes and goes. You can lose your business, you start a new one, talking about multicultural businesses. You can lose many things, and that's okay. But once you lose your sanity, you will lose the closest people to you. And that's what you don't want. you lose your friends, you lose your family, and you may lose your own kids. So that's very important. Doesn't matter what you're going through, always focus on your center, focus on your mental health, and focus on what brings the happiness in you and keeps you sane and keeps you balanced, really. Yeah.
Well, on a personal note, that is a very beautiful message, Nissy. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you for having
And
me. Thank you for
my
having
pleasure.
me.
Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in and watching this interview. And once again, thank you, Mrs. Nassif, for joining us. On behalf of Oz Arab Media, we look forward to seeing you on the 19th of May.
I cannot wait. Stay tuned.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good day. Stay safe.
Bye. Have a good day too.